Face yourself. We have Alia, another very young poet who is a master's student of English literature, again from Stella. She's 21 and she holds great fascination for sunsets, stars, cats, and sometimes people. She loves long talks about life and everything other than that. Finds solace in writing and performing poetry, is a great actor, especially when it comes to convincing her mother. She thinks kindness is the only thing that will save the world, but also hopes to save people through her poetry, even if it is one person, and even if that one person is herself. Beautiful. Alia,
Yeah.
we all need some saving this morning. So I hope you do that. Over to you, Alia. Thank you.
Thank
I mean, Alia, for while I was judging the spoken word in Stella, and I was floored. I was absolutely floored. So great, great to
thank you,
be floored.
Michelle. Thank you. Um, Before I begin, I think I might get a little emotional after listening to how Hima performed. I'm trying to bring myself out of that, but it was a good, an amazing poem, even both poems. Um, so I'll start with mine. I have three pieces today. Uh, some of them have in some of the poems I have mentioned rape, abuse, harassment. So trigger warnings for that. So I'll just start. Mother doesn't cower when Baba raises his hand to slap her. We are all made this way, she says, and women are crafted to bend because we cannot break. So many questions cloud my mind, but I do not know how to ask because I have been hushed too often, one too many times. My voice snatched away from me before I could make it mine. Perhaps I have never been this quiet because I remember the remarks my teachers left on my report card. Very talkative. Is a bright child, but talks too much. And so many other things that slipped from my memory. Baba tells me that I should learn to wash vessels because that is what will help me for the rest of my life. My aunt asks my mother if she's taught me how to cook, that if the rotis I make are as round as the moon on a full moon's night. I cannot help but think how they are shaped like different countries on the globe that are kept hidden in my almari. The last time I stood up to answer a question, the boy behind me whistled and everyone else giggled. I turned to look at him and he shrugged at me as if it was a joke, as if it was supposed to be funny, as if I was supposed to laugh too. The teacher didn't say anything other than, boys will be boys. I had forgotten why I was standing there anyway. The men in my life tell me I'll only be this much, that in a couple of years I need to be married off and given away as if I were a piece of property always belonging to someone, shifting from one owner to the next, as though this is my purpose in life. My mother mentions how I won't be her responsibility anymore. I have been taught not to question, only to accept as it came. But there is a storm raging inside of me. I do not know when it will strike. But when it does, it will spare no one because that is how storms are, right? They do not wait for things to get out of their way but destroy everything in their path. And I think I am no different, though I do not speak just yet. That was one piece. Uh, the next one, again, trigger warnings for the mention of rape, uh, sexual harassment, abuse. I haven't been raped before, so I'm lucky. For how long, I do not know. I haven't been raped, but I automatically seem to increase my pace when a guy I saw 2 streets away is still behind me somehow. Maybe he is my neighbor, but I haven't seen him before. I haven't been raped, but I dread holding my gaze at a man who stands behind a woman who's sitting on the only seat that is available. I wonder what he's searching down there, his lost dignity, I suppose. Men think dignity comes from what is between their legs. I hope that that is not what their mothers thought while giving birth to them. I haven't been raped, but I forget to breathe when I'm stuck on a lift alone with a man I do not know. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe he's as scared as I am. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Well, rapist isn't the word used for men alone. Correction, not all men, since men seem to be obsessed with that phrase. I haven't been raped, but I have been touched inappropriately by mistake by more than just one man, and I am not the only one they've touched that way. Does that make me sound jealous? Because I was not their only one. It makes me feel disgusted, dirty even. You see, I haven't said anything new that some woman somewhere hasn't said already. This isn't a poem about potential rapists or male rapists or female rapists alone. This is another poem with the same words, just differently ordered. A poem you will hear and feel terrible and decide to forget it later, like all the people who spoke about how they were mishandled because they were surrounded by sex craving beasts pretending to be normal humans. I haven't been raped, but I'm afraid I might be, afraid I will be. For a country that gives itself the feminine gender with over 100 goddesses, I think unsafe is something no woman should feel. I haven't been raped, not yet at least, but unsafe is exactly how I feel. Um, that was another poem.
I think we all need a minute to just, can we go off camera to cry for a bit and then come back?
Sure.
You've always had this way of capturing our experience, just making us, I think I've told you this before, you have a way of when you perform, it's like someone just reaches in, grabs your heart out and then like brings it out and just holds it in their hand. Yeah.
Thank you, Hima, for that. Thank you very much. I have one last piece. It is titled That Woman. You think I am that woman who's bad at driving and can kill people because she just doesn't know how brakes work. That woman who says she knows how to cook and gives you the recipe for Maggie. That woman who's a gold digger. That woman who's angry all the time, so it makes you think, is it that time of the month? Every day. That woman who got promoted because, well, she stayed in the boss's office and got invited for dinner. That woman who shows too much and that woman who doesn't show enough. That woman who wears too much makeup. That woman who asked for it and then accused some innocent man for raping her. Not all men. I know how the saying goes. Do you know why you say it though? Not all men, but I am like every other woman. Every other woman who doesn't bend to your wishes, like every other woman who turns out just like your ex. Always crying, always clingy, always wanting to do what she wants, always so damn ambitious. Perhaps I am that woman. Perhaps my driving is bad because the women of my mother's generation and her mother's generation were never allowed to drive. Perhaps I'm bad at cooking because, like you, I'm sitting and playing video games instead of learning how to cook for a man I do not know, because food is the way to a man's heart after sex, of course. Perhaps I sound angry all the time because if I was kind, then you'd call it flirting. Perhaps I show too much and show too less because I wear what I want to. Perhaps that promotion was nights of working hard till the sun came up. Perhaps I got raped not because I asked for it, but because you didn't know how to behave, because you have never known what no meant. Because you told yourself, I am a man and she is that woman who would shut up and not make a scene about it. And no, I am not that woman. And no, I will not shut up. Thank you.